Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat ki jai, Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Samaveta Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Welcome to today's Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat reading. We are reading from Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, Antya Khanda, chapter 6, the glories of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. So, most of yesterday's reading was a recap of the previous weekend's reading. So, I won't go over the entire recap, but I'll just tell it briefly in one or two lines. So, one devotee in Navadvip, one Brahmana, he doubted Nityananda. He could not get this faith in Nityananda Prabhu. Although he was a devotee of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was a student of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now Mahaprabhu is in Mayapur. In Jagannath Puri, he took sannyas. And Nityananda Prabhu is here in Bengal preaching. But he's a sannyasi, he's dressing so opulently and wearing nice jewelry, eating pan, chewing pan all the time. What is this? Why Nityananda Prabhu does not follow the Shastric injunctions, the rules that are to be observed by a sannyasi? This was the doubt in his heart. But at the same time, all the other devotees, they say he's a great Vaishnava. He's not able to connect the two. So once when he went to Jagannath Puri, he met with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he asked Mahaprabhu, I have this doubt. I want to hear from your mouth. And then he expressed his doubt. Then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, in essence, those who are great personalities, exalted devotees, they are beyond good and bad of this world. They are beyond papa and punya of this world. They are beyond the rules and regulations of this world. And anyone not knowing the exalted position of a devotee criticizes such an exalted devotee for his so-called wrong activities. He to suffer birth after birth. So Mahaprabhu gives several examples from Srimad Bhagavatam, quoting how exalted personalities are not touched by the good and bad. And now, in order to give substantiate this statement that who um, anyone who finds fault with an exalted devotee, how he suffers, to explain that, Mahaprabhu begins to narrate uh, this pastime, that Krishna and Balaram, they were they went to school, to Sandipani Muni's ashram, and then after they completed their studies, they asked their guru, what can we give you as Guru Dakshina? So because they were such exalted disciples, we should ask something which is not possible for anyone, because they're so exalted, they'll be able to give. He consulted with his wife, and she said, ask him to get our dead son back. Ask them. So Krishna Balaram went to Yamaraj, ordered Yamaraj, give the son back. And then immediately Yamaraj brought the son. And then Krishna Balaram gave the son back to their guru. When Devaki, Mother Devaki, when she saw this, she was thinking, oh, her heart was yearning for her 6 dead sons. So then she approached Krishna Balaram and she said, you were able to bring the dead son of your guru. Surely you can also bring my dead sons back. This is my desire. Please, I couldn't even see them properly. Please, can you please bring them back to me? So of course, Krishna Balaram. So where were these dead sons? Were they also with Yamaraj? No, they were with Bali Maharaj. So Krishna Balaram went to Bali Maharaj. And then there, as soon as Bali Maharaj saw Krishna Balaram, beautiful prayers offered by Krishna Balaram. Even those who are in pure goodness, like the great sages and demigods, they don't get your darshan. And I'm so sinful. I'm born in a demon family, and you have come and I'm able to see you with my own eyes. How merciful you are, like this. And with tears in his eyes, he's falling and offering obeisances to Krishna Balaram. And then he washed the lotus feet of Krishna Balaram, and that water he sprinkled on all his associates on his head. Then he applied nice sandalwood pulp and fragrant flower garlands. And then he said, please order me, right? Because it's a great fortune to get some order from the Supreme Lord. Um, and in front of this order, all other orders by other people, they become secondary. Please give me some instruction, give me some order. Then smiling Krishna Balaram said, the purpose we came here is to retrieve the 6 dead sons, like that. So uh, then what is the history of these six dead sons, right? So that is said later on. So when they got the sons, Krishna Balaram took the sons and went back to Devaki. And these 6 sons, after I think before that only the history is said, who they were, why they had to suffer this type of, that they were born, as soon as they were born, they were killed. What was their fault that they suffered like this? What is their past life? So in that context, it is said that these 6 were actually very exalted personalities. They were the grandsons of Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma's son is Marichi, and Marichi's 6 sons. They were Marichi's 6 sons. At the beginning of creation, Lord Brahma, by the influence of the material energy, became bewildered and got attracted to his own daughter and started running after her. So seeing this, these 6 grandsons or sons of Marichi mocked Lord Brahma. Because of that offense, Lord Brahma is a great personality. Because of mocking, criticizing Lord Brahma, they had to suffer. So in their next birth, they actually took birth in the house of Hiranyakashipu. And that was as if that was not, and they were killed by Lord Indra in a battle. And as if that was not sufficient, they took birth again as the 6 sons of Devaki. And once again, they are killed by Kamsa. But now, when they were retrieved by Lord Krishna, they were brought back to Devaki. Devaki, out of her motherly affection, she nursed these 6, they were brought back as little babies, right? So she nursed them. And because before Krishna left for Vrindavan, she was able to nurse Krishna and then sent Krishna to Gokul. So her milk was now Mahaprasad. First Krishna had taken, so now her milk becomes Mahaprasad. So these 6 babies, when they took milk from Devaki's breast, because that breast was already suckled by Krishna before, now when they took that milk, getting the remnants of Lord Krishna, they were all delivered. From all that offense was removed. So like this. So the lesson that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was giving to this Brahmana from this whole history is that however great you may be even a great demigod, but if you mock an exalted devotee, then you will suffer birth after birth. So these were great exalted demigods, and they had to suffer. What to speak of us? We are in the modes of ignorance. We are, on this earthly planet in the modes of ignorance in Kali Yuga. How much more we will suffer if we commit such an offense. So that was the lesson. So let's continue reading from there. Okay. So after these boys, right, they got the milk from Devaki. From there, we'll continue. 105. Drinking from the breast that had once suckled the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the sons at once attained transcendental knowledge. Not only their offense was removed, but they got transcendental knowledge. They all offered Dandavat obeisances to the Lord. Then the Lord glanced at them. The Lord placed his glance of mercy on them. Then the merciful Lord said to them, Go, go, O demigods, go to your own abodes. Do not again mock a great soul. Brahma is empowered by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is equal to the Supreme Lord himself. He never acts badly. Because you mocked him, you suffered great torments. Do not again think as you did before. Go to Brahma and beg forgiveness for your offense. Then you will again have my mercy in your hearts. Hearing these words, the 6 souls very respectfully accepted the Lord's command. Bowing down before Krishna, Balaram, and their father and mother, the 6 souls returned to their own home among the demigods. O Brahmana, thus I have told you this story from Srimad Bhagavatam. You should give up all hostility to Lord Nityananda. Lord Nityananda is very exalted, but a person whose good fortune is small does not have the power to understand that truth. Anyone who respectfully sees Lord Nityananda's supernatural activities becomes delivered, right? So Nityananda Prabhu's activities are actually supernatural, right? So you are looking at his activities with an ordinary vision, with an ordinary vision. But if you are able to look at his activities with a respectful heart, you will see that his activities are not ordinary, they are extraordinary and they are supernatural. If one is able to see his activities with respect like this, immediately he becomes delivered. And if you look at him with uh, with a vision of uh, how can you do this? This is not right, right? With a critical mind, with a critical vision, if you look at his activities, you will suffer birth after birth. But if you look at his activities as supernatural, because he's beyond, for him, these rules and regulations don't apply to him. So you look at his activities with great respect. Then what will happen? You will be delivered. But if you look at his activities with a critical vision, you will suffer birth after birth. This is the message Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving. To deliver the fallen souls, Lord Nityananda descended to this world. He will deliver every soul. His actions are beyond all ordinary commands and prohibitions. Yes. So ordinary, yes, there are ordinary commands and prohibitions, right? What you should do, what you should not do. Yes, there are rules and regulations for conditioned souls in this world, but they don't apply to him. That we should remember. His actions are beyond all ordinary commands and prohibitions. Who has the power to understand him? Anyone who, not understanding his fathomless virtue, criticizes Lord Nityananda, will find his progress in devotional service to Lord Vishnu is stopped. Yes. So it's not just conditioned souls that you offend, but even you're a devotee, you're chanting Hare Krishna, you're doing devotional service in so many ways. But if you criticize Lord Nityananda, your progress in bhakti will stop. Don't criticize. O Brahmana, go at once to Navadvip. Repeat these words. teach this to everyone. This is another wonderful instruction that not here, but at another in another place of Chaitanya Bhagavat, Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur says that how to break. Yes, I have already committed this offense. I have um, vilified, blasphemed a devotee. How can I come out of this offense? So it's like a snake bite. When I criticize a devotee, I tell others about it, right? You know, this devotee is like this and like that, this devotee this. And the result of speaking like this is you have planted the seed of doubt in the in others' hearts about this particular devotee, right? So their hearts have also become critical towards this devotee now. So you have spread this poison around. So criticism of a devotee is like a snake bite, right? How did you commit this offense? With your mouth. What happens when a snake bites you? The poison gets into your body. It enters into your blood. And then very soon, in a short time, it just spreads all over your body and you can even die from that. So how do you treat snake? There is an antidote. So if very quickly after a snake bite, if you can go to a physician, a snake bite physician, he can actually treat you within a certain amount of time, of course, right? He can treat you. What does he do? He injects a snake bites antidote. It's anti-poison. What that does is it just sucks out all that poison back, and then you are treated. You are saved. Your life is saved. So similarly, here the criticism or blasphemy of a Vaishnava, right? When you speak, it's like a snake bite. It's like that poison spreading, and soon it's going to kill, can kill. That means it's going to hamper the bhakti of you, certainly, and also of all the others who listen to you. So the solution to this is now, with the same mouth that you have criticized this devotee, you genuinely start glorifying that devotee. This glorification of that devotee is going to act like an antidote. It's going to suck out that poison and go around glorifying that devotee. That's the solution. Of course, certainly you have to go and beg forgiveness from the devotee for what you have done, but also this is what is said in Chaitanya Bhagavat, that you have to go and glorify the devotee that you have criticized, and that acts as a snake bite antidote. Of course, there are, in Bhakti Sandarbha, other uh, other points are also said, just like if you offend a Vaishnava, then you should go and beg forgiveness from that Vaishnava. And Vaishnavas are very merciful, they will forgive. But that is not all. Just because the Vaishnava has forgiven, it doesn't mean the Lord will forgive. No, not like that. The Lord will still, the holy name will be angry. So then you have to sincerely, with a repentant heart, chant the holy name also. And by that chanting of the holy name with a repentant heart, the Lord's heart also, will melt and he will forgive. So like that. And then if he doesn't forgive immediately, or if the Vaishnava, you go and beg forgiveness and the Vaishnava doesn't forgive you means his heart has to become completely clear that, okay, no problem. But if he still has that, no, you did like that. If he has that in his heart, then what to do? You cannot demand. I'm begging from you. I'm begging for forgiveness. I'm after all a conditioned soul. I have made a mistake. You should forgive me. Can you demand like that? No, you cannot demand. You have to just wait. You have to wait and hope and pray that someday I will be forgiven. Like that. That is why before committing this blasphemy, we should be extremely careful, because the consequences are very severe. Uh, they can go on for a long time. For us to blaspheme, it only takes a few seconds. but the effect of that can last for a long time. Even your bhakti is going to be choked, right? You won't be able to progress in bhakti. You will lose your taste in bhakti because of this offense. So many people become affected. The Lord Himself, because this is a devotee, right? What is the first offense to the Lord, to the holy name? First offense is blaspheming the devotees. So blaspheming the devotees is not just an offense to that devotee, it is direct offense to the Supreme Lord in the form of holy name. You offend the deity, you will be forgiven by chanting the holy name. The most merciful form of the Supreme Lord is the holy name. The most merciful. Whatever offenses you commit, either to the dham, to the deity, or to, in any way, any type of offenses you commit, those offenses are forgiven by sincerely chanting the holy name. But if you offend the holy name, then who will forgive you? Right? The holy name only has to forgive you. So you have to beg for forgiveness from the holy name. Why so much headache? Because I could not control my tongue, isn't it? Of that blaspheming a Vaishnava, right? So that is why studying Shastra, understanding Shastra is very, very important. You understand the, you know, why we shouldn't do certain things and how severe, how serious is its effect. We understand by studying Shastra. Then we can actually maneuver very carefully on the path of bhakti, like that. So here also Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving this instruction to this Brahmana. Anyone who, not understanding his fathomless virtue, criticizes Lord Nityananda will find his progress in devotional service to Lord Vishnu is stopped. O Brahmana, go at once to Navadvip. So earlier we saw Krishna, same Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as Krishna. Krishna told those 6 sons, go to Lord Brahma, beg for forgiveness. You have offended Lord Brahma, and never again commit this offense of criticizing a great devotee, a great personality. And now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is narrating that history, is sending this Brahmana also to Lord Nityananda Prabhu to beg for his forgiveness. Not just beg for his forgiveness, go and repeat this to everyone. The glory of Nityananda Prabhu. You should go and speak, and you should tell everyone about the seriousness of committing an offense, criticizing Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Right? O Brahmana, go at once to Navadvip. Repeat these words. Teach this to everyone. What should you teach? The greatness of Nityananda Prabhu. How glorious is Nityananda Prabhu? And anyone who blasphemes Nityananda Prabhu, his bhakti is finished. You go and tell everyone else. Glorify Nityananda Prabhu. Anyone who in any way blasphemes Lord Nityananda will not be spared from Yamaraja's place. Anyone who loves Nityananda loves me. Yes. If you love Nityananda Prabhu, you will love me. Even if you don't know who I am, if you simply love Nityananda Prabhu, then it's as good as loving me. Who is Nityananda Prabhu? He's the original spiritual master. All the spiritual masters are representatives of Nityananda Prabhu. So you cannot offend, criticize any spiritual master. Anyone who loves Nityananda Prabhu loves me. Oh Brahmana, what I tell you is the truth. It is the truth. It is the truth. 3 times Mahaprabhu is saying. Right? Harer Nama, Harer Nama, Harer Nama, Eva Kevalam, Kalau, Nasteva, Nasteva, Nasteva. 3 times when it is said, that means it's really being emphasized. So here Mahaprabhu is saying, anyone who loves Nityananda loves me. Anyone who in any way blasphemes Lord Nityananda will not be spared from Yamaraja's place. What I tell you is the truth, it is the truth, it is the truth. Even if he drinks wine, and even if he embraces an outcast girl, Nityananda is fit to be worshipped by Lord Brahma. This I tell to you. This I tell to you. Grihniyad yavani panim vishedva shaundikalayam tathapi brahmano vandyam nityananda padambujam. Even if Lord Nityananda holds an outcast girl's hand, and even if he enters a wine shop, his lotus feet are still fit to be worshipped by Lord Brahma. What to speak of anyone else? Lord Brahma. Hearing these words of Lord Chaitanya, the saintly Brahmana became very happy. Great faith in Lord Nityananda took birth within him. He returned to his home in Navadvip. Returning to Navadvip, that fortunate Brahmana at once approached Lord Nityananda. Without deception, he described his offense to the Lord. Listening, Lord Nityananda gave his mercy. Lord Nityananda's activities are like this. They are hidden from the Vedas, right? Because the Vedas tell us what to follow, what not to follow, what is dharma, like that. But Nityananda's activities are hidden from the Vedas. His activities appear to be eccentric, right? Not according to the Vedas. Knowledge of ordinary people. Lord Nityananda is always on the spiritual platform. He is the king of yoga. This I say. He is Lord Anantasesh, the first of the demigods. He is thousand-headed Lord Anantasesh, whose form is eternal and pure. Without attaining Lord Chaitanya's mercy, no one can understand this. Yes. How do we understand Nityananda Prabhu then? Right? When you hear from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that's when you can understand. Unless you get the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you cannot understand Nityananda Prabhu. And how do you understand Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? By the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. If you don't get mercy of Nityananda Prabhu, you cannot approach Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There's another pastime for that, right? But how do you understand the wonderful activities of Nityananda Prabhu? When you get the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Some people say Nityananda is like Balaram. Others say he is the great abode of Lord Chaitanya's love. Still others say he is the Amsha incarnation of someone who is very powerful. Still others say, I have no power to understand him. Some may say that Nityananda is a jiva. Others may say he is a devotee or a philosopher. Why should they not say what they like or what they think? Why should they not speak in these ways about Lord Chaitanya's Nityananda? I only pray that Lord Nityananda's lotus feet may always stay in my heart. Right? Let people speak whatever they speak. To me, what is my understanding? What is my vision? I have only uh, one prayer, that Lord Nityananda's feet should always stay in my heart. He is my Lord. I am his servant, birth after birth. My desires all rest in his feet. I kick the head of anyone who insults him or blasphemes him. That means Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur is saying, for me, Nityananda Prabhu is everything. And if anyone criticizes Nityananda Prabhu, I kick on his head. I don't care for that person. Lord Chaitanya is the master. It doesn't matter who he may be, how great, according to material estimation, he may be, however great he may be. But if he insults Lord Nityananda Prabhu, if he blasphemes Lord Nityananda Prabhu, I kick on his head. I don't care for him. Lord Chaitanya is the master of my master. So if this is my feeling about Nityananda Prabhu, if this is the position of Nityananda Prabhu in my heart, then what is this? What to speak of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the master of my master. My master is Nityananda Prabhu. His master is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lord Chaitanya is the master of my master. With great faith, I embrace him in my heart. Who? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, right? Will the day come when I will see Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda surrounded by their devotees in the four directions? Glory, glory to Lord Chaitanya. Oh Lord, please give to me Lord Nityananda. See, Nityananda Prabhu. It's by mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu you'll get Nityananda Prabhu. So Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur is saying, oh Lord, please give to me Lord Nityananda. Please allow me to meet Lord Nityananda. Oh Lord Chaitanya, please be merciful to me. Please allow that I will never forget you and Lord Nityananda. O my lords, you too have descended to this world. Please grant that I will be a fit person to serve you both. The two moons, Sri Krishna Chaitanya and Sri Nityananda, are my life and soul. I, Vrindavan Das, sing the glories of their feet. So with that we conclude chapter 6. Next Saturday we'll read chapter 7, which is entitled Gadadhara Kanana Vilasa Varnana, description of Gadadhar's pastimes in the forest. So we will end here. Thank you so much.